The government of the Gambia has launched a $12.7 million initiative to strengthen the climate resilience of the Greater Banjul Area. The project Climate Resilient Banjul Enhancing Urban Resilience aims to protect communities and ecosystems from flooding, sea level rise, and other climate threats. At a validation workshop on Monday, government officials and partners emphasized the need to improve urban planning, restore wetlands and mangroves, and empower communities to better prepare for climate shocks. Dr. Baji, Executive Director of the National Environment Agency, spoke about how the project will transform urban planning, protect ecosystems, and prepare communities to withstand climate shocks.
Validate a full-fledged project that is here to address to a certain degree what we are talking about in terms of. So the climate project is a validation, a very important validation workshop for Climate Resilient Banjul with the full name of Enhancing Urban Resilience in the Greater Banjul Area. We want to make sure that we transform, based on this project objective, to transform our landscape to something that's going to be admirable in this country. And none of us here will deny the fact we are faced with a lot of challenges in the urban areas. From flooding, to waste management, to heat stress, all those things we know we are facing those kind of things. What can we do to change that one? And then we will realize that we are also very vulnerable to a lot of issues related to climate change in those situations. So the project that we are talking about here is actually scaling of investment in ecosystem-based adaptation and sustainable urban planning.
Minister of Environment, Climate Change and Natural Resources, Rohijon Manja, emphasized the urgency of addressing climate risks, noting the threat of rising sea levels and the impact on communities and local agriculture.
I want to relate that it's difficult to have a perfect document. We're not here to look over the Bible or the Quran. So bear in mind that let us make sure that our main focus is to keep it usable within the limits of our target. It cannot and it will never be able to respond to all needs. There is no document that can do that. That's why we have reviews of documents year from year round, just to make sure they're able to stand the test of time as we move on. But notwithstanding, do not compromise efficiency, do not compromise quality, do not compromise legalities. Otherwise, we will have a big stumbling block in our path to implementing this project.
Jallo, Deputy Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Environment, emphasized the importance of planning and governance in ensuring the project's success. He noted that community involvement and coordination with local authorities will be key to protecting the Greater Banjul Area against climate impacts.
Today marks a pivotal moment as we take concrete steps, which is funded by the Government with an allocation of $12 million. This project serves as a cornerstone of our national resilience strategy, aligning perfectly with the Gambia National Climate Change Policy. The policy mandates community-led adaptation measures establishing the groundwork for forthcoming legislation. And the anticipated climate change bill will legally enforce necessary emission reductions and ensure that our infrastructure is planning.
Bakari Singata, Executive Coordinator for the Kanifi Municipality, welcomed the initiative and highlighted the critical role of local governance in implementing climate-resilient measures.
Representatives of different government institutions and esteemed stakeholders, the moment, I believe, is now to make this challenge realizable. We must reflect. I have had the opportunity to attend several of these workshops, and what I realize is that I think if we do not make an an effort to make sure that this project goes through, we will not only revealing ourselves as a country, but the continent as a whole. And we have seen our gaps in our environment. We have to be realistic.
The project, supported by UNEP and national consultations, will focus on strengthening governance, restoring mangroves and wetlands, and empowering communities with knowledge and early warning systems. Stakeholders say it will serve as a model for other African cities facing similar climate changes. For Voice TV, I am Padmata Kumari.